Hi Gemini, this is your December 2019 monthly tarot reading. I did pre-shuffle the deck before I started the video, and I just wanted to say that as I was shuffling it, the candle flame was dancing a lot. So I took that as a sign that for some of you, this reading will provide the necessary guidance that you guys are looking for. And also, as I was setting up, excuse me, I felt the need to get my book from Louise Hay. It's the You Can Heal Your Life. And I have a couple affirmations here saved, and I felt the need to share one with you guys, but I'll do that at the end. So let's see, excuse me, what's going on with you guys for December. For the current situation, we have Three of Swords, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Relating to what I had just said, that I felt the need to share a part of the book with you, and the fact that I have rose quartz here on top of my deck. You know, I am getting that for some of you, you are going through some sort of heartache here. Three of Swords is about, you know, heartache through separation. Maybe for some of you guys are healing from a breakup, or you had this disconnection from someone. Some of you could have been involved in a third-party situation. For the challenge, we have the Eight of Swords, more air energy. You guys are just in this energy of anxiety. And it's not the Nine of Swords, but I feel like one more thing can happen or be said, and you'll be in the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords is, you know, you're like in this mental prison, staying up late at night, you're just feeling super mentally exhausted and almost depressed, but you're not there yet. But I feel like what this situation or whatever it is that's going on for you guys, it's almost like you put yourself here, because the Eight of Swords, they're tied up, they're blindfolded, but because they don't have that mental balance and clarity, they think that they cannot get out of this energy. Basis of the situation, we have the Page of Pentacles, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Page of Pentacles is a young energy of someone who is focused upon a goal, upon a plan. So I feel like besides dealing with this, for some of you, you're really focused on your career and on your finances. Others of you could have been presented an offer or received a message from this earth sign. Past position, we have the Hierophant. For someone out there, you could have been in a committed relationship with this person. You could have been perhaps married or engaged. I'm getting for others of you, with the Hierophant and the Three of Swords next to each other, there is an energy of healing or the need to heal. The Hierophant is also Taurus energy. Perhaps some of you should consider or are considering going to therapy, going to see a counselor. And I'm just going to relate it to my rose quartz being right next to it. You know, focusing on self-care and self-love. Doing things to help heal yourself. It's also a spiritual energy as well. So for some of you, you know, you're really looking into, you know, perhaps meditation, using crystals, using or going to speak to someone you trust if you know you are religious, going to church. Crowning thoughts, we have the 10 of Wands, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You're just mentally overwhelmed, overburdened. You feel like you just can't go on any further with this. Future, we have the Page of Wands, more fire energy. The Page of Wands is a young energy. There's an energetic energy. It's almost naive-like. And the Page of Wands doesn't have the experience. So obviously they have to start somewhere. So they're like in that naive state right now. You know, they might be inspired with ideas. Wands is also about taking action. So I'm getting an energy that through this heartbreak and getting out of this fear, anxiety, getting out of this self-doubt, that as you work on your healing for the month of December, it's like that extra push is what's going to help you to get past this situation that is affecting you. And going back to the Page of Pentacles, some of you Geminis as well could be dealing with a young energy, or you are young. But I'm also getting that maybe for some of you or someone out there, you could be dealing with a child or children. Emotional concerns and fears, we have the Judgment. Some of you guys had to make a judgment call on a person, a connection, a situation. The Judgment to me as well is like the universe is very strongly involved. And I feel like whatever it was that had you in these swords energies, the universe wanted you to get out of that. It's like no one deserves to feel in such sadness or pain in such a low vibration. No one does. Judgment is also the energy of karma. Maybe for some of you, you know, you've been dealing with karma, and through this healing, you get to start to focus on the good. Judgment is also about health. And with the Page of Wands here, I feel like you guys, along with your healing process, you're going to focus on that. Focus on your physical health, maybe through exercise, yoga, in whichever way may resonate. But you're also going to be focusing on your mental and emotional health as well, but specifically mental health here. For environmental factors, we have the Death card, Scorpio energy. This is the energy of how others are viewing you, or if you are dealing with a particular person, how they view you. If you are not dealing with a Scorpio or someone who has that sign in their chart, I'm getting that, you know, through this process of healing, it's almost like it's like a death, but it leads to a transformation here. And like my eyes are focused on her, the one in the yellow jacket. She's the one who is welcoming death as death is going towards her and everybody else. There is a person laying on the ground who's, you know, dead. There's a child who is the energy of innocence, and she's holding a flower to death. And then there is another lady who is on her knees, and she's looking away, almost like she doesn't want to see that energy there. Well, the older lady, she's like welcoming it. So I feel like at this point, for some of you, regarding this situation or connection. Like, you are just like, well, if it's just not working out, then it's not working out. Next card is a King of Swords. Your hopes and desires. You're hoping to set boundaries, get that clarity, cut through the BS, being assertive, being practical. I'm getting that very strongly. But I feel like in order to get to here, you definitely need to go through this process in order to end up as a Page of Wands. Remember, pages are younger. So it's like a process. It's like you do have to go through a transformation here. Excuse me, in order to be able to become mentally strong. Because the King of Swords, they're like concrete there. For the future, we have the Ace of Swords, more air energy. Swords is about the mentality. They are thoughts. It's communication. And I do feel like, as I excuse me, previously mentioned, going through this process, you will be able to get into the King of Swords energy that will lead to the Ace of Swords. Being able to communicate properly to people, or to this person, or even to yourself. Being able to get that clarity. The hand here is holding the sword with a fist. So it's like this very strong emotion, and it's just very powerful. And the sunlight around the handle of the sword is just so strong. Very strong energy. The next cards are the Five of Swords and the Chariot. More air energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer. I'm getting that some of you are still focused. Of course, if you are reading, if you are watching this video before December or the beginning of December, but you guys are still focused on the past. You keep looking back. And as soon as you decide, like, you know what, I'm tired of being in this Five of Swords energy. The Five of Swords is energy of deceit. It's hurtful. For some of you, you could have gotten some sort of victory here. Maybe this person came back to you and gave you an offer or sent you communication, but it's just not the right energy. Therefore, you are required to have strength to overcome any obstacles that you are going through. And the Chariot is a badass energy. She's got her, tough leather jacket here. She has her wand in one hand, and, so she's ready to go. This card is really cool. I like it. And overcoming these obstacles, going through this healing, and standing up for yourself, becoming assertive appropriately. Don't be like, oh, well, if I become this way, or if I say this in a particular way, or if I become, emotionless, I can get what I want, or whatever, because some people, when they go through a heartache, they think that being kind and gentle is like not needed anymore. And it is, because you have to be gentle with yourself just as well. You need to be gentle with other people. The next card up is the Ace of Wands, more fire energy. It is fiery, it is passionate. It's the seed of a new idea to new beginning. You have two aces, so there's definitely an essence of new energy for you guys for the month of December. The next card is a High Priestess. So maybe Geminis could be intuitive. The High Priestess is the energy of someone who is still and letting things be, almost like going with the flow, but she knows what she represents. She knows where she stands. In this case, she's sitting, but she's being still. And she has her laptop there. Her laptop is filled with wisdom, is filled with information. And with the cloth behind her, the tapestry behind her, you know, she is deciding, you know, who is worthy, who is worth of knowing this information. The moon represents her subconscious mind. So I'm getting that with this new beginning, you guys will become quite assertive, embodying this High Priestess energy. I'm getting that for some of you guys really have to focus on bettering your intuition or trusting your intuition more. Overall energy, bottom of the deck, nice. We have the Ace of Pentacles. More earth energy. For some of you who have been focused on work, by being able to communicate what it is that you need and want. Some of you might receive a raise. Some of you might receive an inheritance. Some of you might receive a bonus. The Ace of Pentacles also has to do with documents. So if you were dealing, you know, with a situation where you were previously married, I see you guys receiving a good amount of money there. Ace of Pentacles is also an offer. It's an opportunity. Some of you guys could be presented this opportunity. I love the Ace of Pentacles. All right, so now I'm going to shuffle out a super attractor oracle message for you guys. I'm getting that for some of you, there's like a blockage here. So because you are in this mental, but also emotional, like, I want to say like stress, but it's not stress. It's just because of so many swords here. It's just, there's like a blockage here that could be blocking your finances. So definitely you have to work your way out of getting this low vibrational energy, and perhaps, you know, focusing on your health, of course. And as I mentioned previously, focusing on your assertiveness, your mental health, your communication, you will be able to get back into the Ace of Pentacles energy. So the card that came out says, I feel my way into faith one step at a time. I feel my way into faith one step at a time. It's very beautiful. So now I am going to share an affirmation with you guys. So I have a couple here. This book is by Louise Hay. This book was recommended to me last December. I was going to therapy, and you know, I recommend therapy, counseling to anyone and everyone. There should be no issue with talking about mental and emotional health. I find it very important. So for some of you who feel like you don't have that support, at least through listening to me through my video, you know, just know that you do have support and it is okay. I know therapy isn't for everyone. There are different forms of therapy, but I didn't actually purchase this book until maybe like 2-3 months ago. And I was on Amazon and I had it saved in my cart, and then I was watching a tarot video for myself online, and her oracle deck in the picture was Louise Hay, and she's like, oh, the author from You Can Heal Your Life. And I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna take that as a sign. I have it in my cart, so I purchased it. All right, so let's see. I think I might share my favorite one. It's quite long, so let's see. I'll read a shorter one for you guys. Please bear with me. I am getting, though, that some of you guys may be struggling with your finances here. There's definitely a blockage here, so definitely work on your emotional health. That way you are able to receive the opportunities that are presented to you and be able to be open to receive abundance. Okay, I'm going to read this one. It says, in the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. I live in harmony and balance with everyone I know. Deep at the center of my being, there is an infinite well of love. I now allow this love to flow to the surface. It fills my heart, my body, my mind, my consciousness, my very being, and radiates out from me in all directions and returns to me multiplied. The more love I use and give, the more I have to give. The supply is endless. The use of love makes me feel good. It is an expression of my inner joy. I love myself, therefore I take loving care of my body. I lovingly feed it nourishing foods and beverages. I lovingly groom it and dress it, and my body lovingly responds to me with vibrant health and energy. I love myself, therefore I provide for myself a comfortable home, one that fills all my needs and is a pleasure to be in. I fill the rooms with the vibration of love so that all who enter, myself included, will feel this love and be nourished by it. I love myself, therefore I work at a job I truly enjoy doing, one that uses my creative talents and abilities, working with and for people I love and who love me, and earning a good income. I love myself, therefore I behave and think in a loving way to all people, for I know that which I give out returns to me multiplied. I only attract loving people in my world, for they are a mirror of what I am. I love myself, therefore I forgive and totally release the past and all past experiences, and I am free. I love myself, therefore I live totally in the now, experiencing each moment as good and knowing that my future is bright and joyous and secure, for I am a beloved child of the universe, and the universe lovingly takes care of me now and forevermore. All is well in my world. That's beautiful. Looks like you guys got some work to do, alright? Focus on yourself, focus on healing, focus on your self-love. When you have an abundance of self-love, you just radiate that positive energy. You radiate like this Ace of Pentacles. When you focus on yourself, you glow differently and people see it. And you're able to attract that positivity in, and keeping that faith and taking one step at a time. Oh, it's so beautiful. All right, Gemini, that's all I have for you today. If this reading did not resonate, or if you want to check it out, you can also look into your moon, your rising, and your Venus signs. Don't forget to like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Right now I have two options when it comes to readings. If you want a 30-minute pre-recorded reading done, full reading including oracle messages, it is $25. If you would like to have something that you can look back onto, I can do a full reading for you through email, and it is $10. So my contact info and my Instagram will be posted down below in the description box. And that's it. Have a good one, alright? I'll talk to you later. Bye.